Divine Feminine Empress 444 here to do a collective read. Decks have already been shuffled. I hope everybody's doing really well today. I hope everybody's having a really good week this week. I'm going to tap into the energy of the collective, what's going on in the collective energy as of lately, because I think I haven't been on since Monday, maybe. Yeah. So we're going to tap into the energy of the collective, see what comes up. This one, we'll just tap into the energy. So we have feeling like shit in reverse, though. Then we have twin flame. We have divine feminine. And we have closing the cycle. Okay. All right. Please remember to flip the roles how they fit for you and your situation. Remember that this is a collective reading, not a personal reading. Everything you need, if you would like a personal reading, is inside my description box. So we have the 10 of Cups. We have the Strength card. Nope, I thought that flipped over. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Collective. We have the 2 of Wands. Whoa, that one flew. And we have the Queen of Cups. 10 of Swords. And the 8 of Cups. Okay. So, what I'm seeing here is, collective, you could have been feeling like down in your emotions, I'm hearing. Like sad, right? In the past. But I feel like you're coming out of that now. I feel like I'm definitely talking to somebody who has like a twin flame connection with someone here, okay? Whoever I'm speaking to, this could definitely, you could be the divine feminine, or maybe you're dealing with a divine feminine, okay? Take it how it resonates for you. I feel like you're closing out this cycle. And the reason why I'm saying that is I feel like you have stepped into your power, right? You have done the work on yourself. Whoever this person is that you were connected to, I feel like this person decided not to, right? Um and again, everyone has free will, right? And the only person we have control of over is ourselves. You and this person could have been brought together for a reason. Maybe you guys were connected in a past life. And you guys were to meet in this lifetime again to try to reconnect. And maybe this person chose not to work on themselves. So, what I want to say to that is, don't get caught up in the twin flame journey. And this is why I say this. And this is not me not believing in twin flames, because I definitely believe in twin flames. But don't get so caught up in that's your twin and that's the only person you're meant to be with. Sometimes, again, because when we're down here on this earth, right? When God sends us down here, we are to do what we feel is best for us, right? Um, and this person, your person, could have chose to not connect with you. It doesn't mean you're not going to have a person, right? Usually when this type of scenario plays out, where your twin is not matching your energy, and does not want to heal while you heal, um, God will give you a soulmate. Okay. Um, but definitely what I see here with this 10 of Cups, the strength, it's like you had to know that you deserved more, right? You had to decide that no matter what, because we can't wait around for people, right? We have to live our lives. We have to go about things Why would you want to stay stuck with someone who's going to keep dragging you down, dragging you through the mud? Especially if you're woke. If you're woke, you can never unsee the bullshit, okay? Once you've been awakened, you can never unsee it. Okay. It's never going to be easy to try to go backwards. You're always going to feel misaligned, out of place, discomfort. So letting go of something like this is the best thing to do. Okay. I definitely see the cycle being closed out, and I feel like you've gained strength, right? Um, Understanding that you can still have a love for this person, understand that you can forgive this person for you so you can move forward. I feel like you've stepped into this independence, whoever you are. um Things are starting to become fruitful for you. If not yet, it is coming, okay? So because everybody's on different timelines, there's going to be people watching that this has already happened for, and or it's coming up, or it already did. So remember also to read the energy as past, present, or future for you. Okay, with this Page of Pentacles, I feel like you're manifesting something here, right? A new financial opportunity, some kind of skill, some kind of development. And I'm really enjoying this because I feel like you're exploring you, exploring the world, getting out there, doing different things, right? hmm And again, if you're not there yet, you're going to be here. Yeah. So then we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, it's some kind of planning here. I feel like you're going to have to make some kind of decision, to go about something a little differently. And what I see with that is like with this love situation, it's like knowing you may have a love for someone, right? But knowing that, again, they're not aligned. You have to go into a different direction. Putting the lid on the cup, right? And understanding that I can't keep pouring into somebody that's not pouring back into me, especially with all this pain and suffering you felt from this person. With this Ten of Swords, whatever happened between you and this person, it was very painful. I'm getting for some of you, this could have really put you through it for years. Okay. Others of you, it could have been just happened. It could be, months, whatever have you. Take it how it resonates for you. But a lot of pain and suffering. You felt very betrayed, right? A lot of failure. Um, with this Eight of Cups, yeah, feeling disappointed. Like I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, even the hurt you could have excused that this person did to you, right? If they would have tried to better themselves. But the fact I'm getting this energy of you like feeling like, damn, wasn't I enough to want to change for? Collective, get out of that mindset. And the reason why I say that is, um, I shouldn't say it like that. Let me take that back. You have free will. You can be in that mindset. But what I'm saying is, the more you stay in this kind of mindset, in that disappointment that this person wouldn't change for you, it's not about you. It's about them. And it's about things that they still need to work on, right? It doesn't, whatever they choose to do does not reflect you. It's not that you didn't do something good enough. It's not that you weren't pretty enough. It's not that you weren't um, a lovable person. It's something inside of this person that is broken, okay? So don't take that personal is what I mean by that. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. With the Eight of Pentacles here, I feel like you're somebody who has high standards, right? And you work hard. You're somebody who mm, you follow your passions, right? You yourself are very passionate. Whoever this is, they just lack something. hmm So we have the World card and the Ace of Pentacles. The number one is very significant. Mm. Yeah, this is a completion of a cycle. You're heading towards your wish fulfillment here. For some of you, you could be getting ready to travel, some kind of celebration. For some of you, there could be a pregnancy. I'm seeing a celebration of life, right? Or for some of you too, it could just be celebrating yourself for once, right? Going after the things that you want and that you need. And I feel like you're very protected while doing this. Hmm. Heading towards a new opportunity here, going into a new you, a new pattern, a new way, right? I just heard that cartoon song, A Whole New World. That's what I just heard, Spirit do. Just a new opportunity. Yeah, with the Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like a lot of happiness, joy, harmony, right? Going home, finally feeling at home somewhere, right? Yes, I like this. So we have the Moon card and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you're stepping out of that illusion, right? That you have to. I just heard, when people that are like toxic, right? How they'll say, I need a ride or die. When you ride for somebody that's toxic like this, you're gonna die every time. Every time. You're going to get caught up in the crossfire. And I feel like that illusion of you feeling like you have to stick by somebody's side even when they treat you like shit, or when they bring you into situations that are not healthy for you, um because you love a person. That's not, no, that's a very unhealthy. That's an unhealthy way of thinking. Okay, because actually somebody who loves you wouldn't want to put you in these scenarios and situations. Thank you, Spirit. With this Six of Pentacles, I feel like you are stepping into this era. I just heard an energy of like um get equal give and take. Somebody who's just as generous as you, right? Somebody who is just as willing to share with you. That's what I'm hearing. Yes. And we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, you're walking away from people, places, and things that put you in compromising situations, I'm hearing. Wherever there's conflict, um, bullying, things of that sort, theft, abuse, you're walking away from this. No longer wanting to tolerate it. They can stand there and they can feel proud of themselves for what they've done to you. Um, I just heard karma's gonna whoop that ass, okay? Because they think they're funny about what they did. Karma's gonna whoop that ass. But you, collective, walk away because you don't have to fight your own battles. I feel like spirit, God, your ancestors, they fight your battles for you. Yes. So it's like you don't have to do nothing to this person. Mm-mm. So then we got the Three of Wands on the fence. Okay. And what I see with this is it's like you're in between that stage of wanting to like progress, prepare, move forward, but you could still be kind of like still kind of holding on to something here, playing it small, um not knowing which way to go is what I'm hearing. It's like you want to move forward. You're gradually working towards that. You regained your confidence, all of those things, but maybe now you're kind of working on figuring out like which path you want to go exactly. Thank you, Spirit. Knight of Swords, yeah. I feel like something's going to come to you, right? Some kind of like truth or like somebody bringing you some kind of information Very fast though, out of nowhere, and I feel like it's going to make you move. It's gonna, give you that drive again. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, and it could be that you're gonna work with someone or, like, work with others, right? Some kinda teamwork, implementing, like, different things that each of you may know or have learned. Yeah, but I feel like you're gonna be building something here. Either some kinda, like, team or, whatever have you. Take that how it resonates. With this 3 of Swords, feel like this is gonna be, like, people or a person that you both have gone through, like, heartbreak, suffering, pain, grief, emotional things, depression, something of that sort. I feel like that's, you're gonna connect with that person because they've been through, like, similar. Thank you, Spirit. Temperance, yeah. And I feel like you and this person are both, at the same speed, right? At the same place, like, becoming very balanced. Mhm. Finding your purpose, both of you. Mhm. Or I keep saying both, but I'm hearing it could be, like, you and another person or you and 2 other people. I don't know why I'm hearing that. The Magician on the fence. Yeah, it's like, I'm getting a heavy feeling of, like, hmm, I don't know how to explain this, Spirit, show me. Um, it's like you wanna manifest, but it's like you don't know the direction or, like, the exact, so it's like you're having a hard time, right? You know you wanna do something here to help others, I feel like, and also to help yourself, right? Um, a fear of it not being successful, but I feel like it's because you're not, like, planning it or, like, setting action. I feel like you're getting downloads on, like, the way you should go, but maybe not possibly because it's not you're not getting a direct answer. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so what should the collective do? 7 of Pentacles. Work on, thinking of what you wanna do long term. What is it that really sparks your fire, right? What is it that you really want to achieve? What direction do you really wanna go? And then invest in that. Thank you, Spirit. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you could have gotten to this point where you've been through a lot, okay? So it has been hard for you to kind of stay focused, I'm hearing. Um for some of you, you could have even went through like bad health, um, and had to conserve your energy. Maybe something really like held you back. It could be like financial, something financially holding you back too as well. Maybe your money, it doesn't feel right. But I feel like if you get out of that mindset, right? And start really like planning, setting yourself to a standard, setting yourself to a schedule. Thank you, Spirit. Definitely Aries and Taurus energy. It could be anywhere in your birth chart. King of Swords. Heavy Taurus energy. Yeah. With this King of Swords energy, I feel like having to use your head over your heart. So it's like get out of that mindset thinking about this past person and the disappointment, right? That they had you in, feeling like you weren't enough again. Getting that clarity, knowing that it's just them, okay? And they're just not where you are at. Finding that mental clarity, stepping into this authoritative figure, speaking your truth, knowing who you are, okay? Yeah, the star on the bottom of the deck. Mhm. Faith, purpose, finding your purpose, your fortune. Yes. What you were called here to do. Yeah, and celebrating. I'm telling you, it's like you and another person or you and like two other people. Mhm. Collaborating. Yeah. Move forward. Forward movement. As determined I just heard this. Okay, my spirit team can be a little spicy sometimes, so don't take this the wrong way, but my spirit team just said literally, as much fucking energy as you waste on that person and thinking about them and what they're doing and why they didn't choose you, put that shit into something useful. Okay? Get that willpower, right? Find direction, get your mind under control, and find the courage to move forward. Ace of Cups. I'm fucking correct. Okay, Spirit. Spirit's like, sometimes you got to give them a little hard love, right? So I apologize, collective. Don't beat up the messenger, okay? That's Spirit telling you get off your ass and get going, okay? Um, but also have love and compassion for yourself. Yes. And I feel like the universe is trying to tell you that they do show you love and compassion. They know you've been through a lot, right? So if you notice, I feel like there's been like little things, good things coming to you. Like maybe you've helped some homeless people, or maybe you've helped somebody in the grocery store that couldn't fully pay for their groceries, or maybe you bought someone a coffee at Starbucks or Dunkin' or wherever, right? And you think it's not a big deal because it was something so small and you would have did it no matter what. Okay? But spirit sees how you are and your heart and your true intentions. And so they do show you love and support along the way as well. Okay. So you can notice like little good things that happen to you. Sometimes when you think you don't have enough for something, all of a sudden you do. Okay. That's the universe. That's spirit. Okay. That's God helping you. Okay. I'm going to give this example because yesterday I went to the Chris Brown concert in my area and oh my God, I had a blast. But when we first got there, um, you have to go through like bag check, and they were only allowing people to enter if their purse was literally like a card big. So a lot of people had to take back their I mean their cards. A lot of people had to take back their purses to their cars and stuff like that. And the venue where they had the concert at is huge. And the parking, it's like 5 or 6 different parking lots, right? And so a lot of people were having to go like a mile and a half back, okay, to their cars to take back their purses to their vehicles. So, anyway, point I'm getting at is that happened to us. And we were standing there, and God puts us in the right places at the right time, right? And there was a gentleman that was walking up the hill because this is also on a hill. Okay. And he was a heavy set gentleman and he was with two other ladies, right? And you could definitely tell that he was the boyfriend to the one girl, and the other girl was possibly her sister or like a cousin or something like that, just because of the age gaps. I could kind of tell that. Anyway, this guy was a heavier set man, and he was having an asthma attack really bad. And I overhear their conversation and I hear him saying, "It's just not going away. I don't know what to do." And he was like leaning on like a top of a trash can. So I'm always the type I help. I can't help it. Like, and things like this always happen around me when somebody's having some kind of issue, and I always end up walking into it. But anyway, he was really under distress, like I could tell. And she was kind of standing there rolling her eyes, mad because he was not feeling well. and the other person was just kind of like on their phone texting, but they weren't doing anything to help him. So I said to him, I said, "Are you having an asthma attack, sir?" And he says, "Yeah, a really bad one." And he said, "I feel like I just need a drink." So I see a bunch of officers off to the side. So I go over to the officers and I'm like, there's a gentleman over here having an asthma attack. Do you guys have any waters, anything like that? And mind you, his girlfriend and the other person is just standing there, literally doing nothing. And I don't know how people can be so fucking cruel. I really don't. But this is life, right? And the officer's like, "No, but we could call EMS." And I didn't want to say yes and without asking the man's permission. So I just went over to the gentleman and I said, "Sir, do you want them to call EMS?" And at first he was like, "No." And I could tell the reason why he was saying no was because he didn't want to ruin their day. The fact that, they were all going there to see Chris Brown, right? And probably paid for tickets, expensive tickets. But he wasn't feeling well. And I could tell he was scared to like say he needed the help. And I said, "Sir," and I tried to, because I've had asthma. I'm asthmatic myself. So I said, if you focus on it's asthma to me is kind of like anxiety, right? Um, when you're feeling anxious, for me, what works for me is if I look at something and be able to like notice it and then touch something, like you use your senses. Make sure you can taste something, right? So, like either a piece of candy or something like that. But when you start doing that, it kind of takes your mind off of things. And asthma is kind of the same way. It's like a trigger, right? You start feeling like you can't breathe, so you start panicking and it gets worse and worse and worse. Same kind of thing like anxiety. So anyway, I'm trying to help him with that. Well, then I noticed it wasn't getting any better, and I couldn't go inside until I knew he was going to be okay. Um So they're still standing there doing absolutely nothing, and he's literally looking at his girlfriend and saying, "I don't know what to do. I just it won't go away." And she's rolling her eyes and just standing there, not saying a word. So I said, "Sir, do you want the EMTs to come?" And he said, "Yeah." So I went and got the EMTs, and that was just me being a human being, being a person, okay? And I'm definitely not bringing this up for credit and wanting anything done for me, right? But it just reminded me of this situation because within like 5 minutes afterwards, mind you, my kids walked my stuff back to the car because I just had surgery less than a year ago. So they didn't want me to have to walk back. So they kind of took all the bags and stuff because all of us had bags, and I kinda stayed, behind with another person that we were there with. And when my kids came back, I didn't think nothing of it. I wasn't gonna speak on it. It's just, to me, what you should do. But when we were walking back in, the lady said to my kids, "If it wasn't for your mom, this man probably would have passed out." And then was telling them the situation. And, again, it was like I didn't need credit for it. I didn't want credit for it. It was just like, that's what fucking humans should do, right? Yeah. Anyway, I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you're that way too. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah. The death card here. This is a major ending, right? Oh, that's what I wanted to bring up too about that situation that happened yesterday with that gentleman. Literally, all I kept thinking was, my man, you need to reevaluate who you have in your life. Because why is it that you're not feeling well? And yes, this is kind of, he was overweight, don't get me wrong. Um, and there's probably things that he could do to better himself. But again, if you have somebody in your life and they want you to do better and be better, then they should help you to push you into that way, right? That mindset to do better for yourself, right? But all I kept thinking was, my man, you need to let go of this lady because she don't give two shits about how you feel. She was more worried about getting into this concert, okay? And this man probably pays her bills. Chris Brown ain't paying your bills. You know what I'm saying? But yes, an ending to this is like letting go of people that don't give you an equal give and take. Yes. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. And by the way, I had a fucking blast. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I had a really good time at the concert. Um, with this 10 of Pentacles, especially because I was able to spend time with my kids. I don't get to see my two of my older girls very often because they live about 3 hours away from me. So literally the last time I saw them was 9 months ago. So it was nice. It was nice to spend time with all of my babies. But anyway, with this 10 of Pentacles, it's like family, right? Long-term success. However this looks for you, it's like even if you don't have a partner, right? Some of you may, some of you may not. But it's whatever is like family and love for you. Appreciating the love and the family, the important people that pour back into you at this time, right? Maybe you don't have any family, maybe it's friends. Okay? And for some of you, maybe you don't have anyone. And that's okay too, because now you're going to learn to build relationships better, right? Finding people who will pour into you the same way you pour into them, right? Maybe some of you are starting completely fresh. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. The sun, this has been being illuminated to you. It's about choosing better, right? Choosing better relationships, understanding when you see those red flags, not to avoid them, right? Not to, oh, I should say, not to ignore them. Okay. Now you're going to avoid them. You're going to say, you know what? I'm illuminated to what your bullshit is, especially with this devil card. I'm going to call it out. I'm going to speak the truth on it. Not being afraid to stand up for yourself. Okay? Yeah. With this Four of Cups. It's like I'm getting this like don't get me wrong when I say this, collective, but we all have things that we have to work on inside of ourselves. It's like feeling pity for yourself, right? Um, and granted, we none of us deserve to be mistreated or mishandled, right? Um, but what I'm saying here is it's like getting out of that mindset, right? And spirit's trying to show you this, right? The universe wants to work with you. The universe wants to pour into you and give you everything that you want, the love, the support. But you also have to do the work on you to know that when you don't see it being given to you, to walk away. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Stop investing in people that don't want to give back. Whoever I'm speaking to, you're very nurturing, you're very practical. You also could be a parent, right? A working parent, right? Queen of Wands. They want you to step into this independence, focus, find that zest for life again, right? Things that make you happy. What do you want to do? It's not about everybody else, okay? Especially if you're a parent. I know as a parent, because I have 5 children myself, okay? As a parent, we want to do everything for our kids, and then we tend to forget about ourselves. You can't be like that. That's like saying to the universe, I'm okay if I have nothing. No, you are not going to be able to pour into anyone else or nurture anyone else if you don't nurture yourself first. I promise you that. And I know because I've folded a bunch of times on myself. Justice. This is your justice. Fairness. Truth. Being clear about your boundaries. Thank you, Spirit. I didn't even realize everybody's been writing. I'm sorry. Got so into the read. Hold on. I'm going to move this a little bit so I can see what you guys are saying. Hello. Yes. Yeah. With this 9 of Wands, like you've been through the fuck a lot, right? I just heard like, so Spirit just showed me literally a boxer up against the ropes, right? And you're fucking tired and you're bruised and you're battered and you're worn, right? And that's just like an example. But you've been persistent. It's like, but you've been fighting for things that, how should I say this? You're fighting for people who don't want to fight for you. And that's just the hard fucking truth. Okay? And you need to step out of that energy. Put those boundaries up. Just like Spirit showing it to me, like putting your gloves up, like, nah, motherfucker. No. Nah, we ain't doing this over here. I'm gearing up. We're either gonna be in love or we're gonna be at war. Not literally, people. Please don't be out here fucking people up, please. I do not want to hear that somebody has charges because they're fighting. Like I said before, the universe is willing to protect you. But notice it. You can call it out. Be like, I know you're being shady. Okay? And being okay with standing up for yourself. Yeah, we're moving away from this shit. Transitioning. Yes. Change, letting go of baggage. Thank you, Spirit. Judgment. And what I feel with this is like calling judgment on yourself, knowing that these people wouldn't even have the tools to be able to come towards you with all this bullshit if you weren't the one that gave it to them. Because let's be real, we gave it to them. It's like when you meet somebody, right? And I don't know if you guys have ever heard this before, but we give, as a woman, men the keys. Hell, we give them the whole door, an open door to walk into. Why? Because when we meet somebody, we're like, so and so did this to me in the past, and I've been through this and I've been through that. You literally, to a narcissist, if you're dealing with a narcissist, oh my God, you're giving them all the tools. So they know they just have to be better than what you dealt with in the past at the beginning. And then once you let them in and you start getting attached, now you're attached. You're not going to want to let go. So now they can start showing you their true colors. And I'm not saying this to pick at anyone because I've been here. I can speak on it because I've been here. Okay? We need to start owning up to the role we play, right? Yes. Is it wrong for people to treat people like shit? Hell yes. But if we're going to be the ones that give them the tools, give them the equipment to do it, then we play a part in that as well. Okay. So, what I'm feeling like with these two cards, with the Judgment and the Hangman, it's like going through a rebirth, right? Understanding, awakening to what had happened, forgiving, right? Showing mercy on people because they only know from what their viewpoint is, right? They only act on what they've experienced, just like you. Okay. But taking a pause and surrendering to this new you and letting go of the past version of yourself, right? Getting that deep insight, knowing that you want change, releasing the past. Thank you, Spirit. Knight of Wands and the Fool. Yes. So, what I see here with this is like you regaining your energy, finding that passion inside of yourself once again. And I feel like you're going to make some kind of like decision here. Now, remember, collective, don't be impulsive, right? I am called to say that. Be careful of being too impulsive But yes, be adventurous, do new things, but make sure you're using your head, right? Because we definitely had that head over heart shit earlier. But leaping towards this new beginning, trusting in life, trusting in yourself again. Can I tell you also, collective? I don't know, some of you may not be here yet, but if you're not, work on getting to this point, and what I'm about to say is trusting in yourself again, because now you could have went through a time period where you felt like, well, look at all these bad choices I made in men or women. Look at all these bad choices that I made in the past period, right? Um, picking and choosing the wrong people. Um, but if you learn to use these tools that you've learned, right? And now you know what a narcissist is. Now you know what um how they act, what they do, right? Um Use those tools to siphon out. Nobody's going to come up to you and go, "Hey, I'm a narcissist." It's just not feasible. Okay? They're never going to come up to you and go, "Hey, I'm here for a short time, not a long time. Hey, I'm going to be really good to you for about 5 weeks, and then I'm going to start treating you like shit. Okay? Are you on board for this?" No. They're not going to fucking tell you. You're going to have to use your discernment, and you're going to have to use the tools that you have gained, the knowledge that you have gained, right? And trusting yourself again, not second guessing yourself. If somebody shows you a fucking red flag, you're done. Okay? Not, "Oh, well, they've been through a hard time. And, also, I've been through this and I've been through," yeah, you've been through this and that too, but you don't treat people like shit. Correct? Mm. No. Trusting in yourself again. That's what you want to work towards. hmm 5 of Cups. I feel like Spirit's showing me this because maybe you felt very regretful of some of the decisions that you made in love, right? People that you chose. But Spirit's trying to show you, just fucking turn around. It's all you got to do. Stop focusing on the losses. Turn around and see the love that you already have around you. Okay, whether that's the universe pouring into you, and you gaining little things. Maybe it's children, maybe it's dogs, cats, people, maybe it's just people at work, maybe it is a new lover. Whatever it is for you, but noticing that there is still love there. High Priestess, that's what I'm fucking talking about. High Priestess and the Two of Pentacles. Using your intuition. You have sacred knowledge, okay? You now can see through the fucking illusions that people try to bring your way. What did I say earlier? Trust yourself. Amen, Spirit. With this Two of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be juggling a lot of things here, right? Um, because you're starting something new, so a lot of things could have you like inside your emotions, things like that. Um, You're going to have to learn how to manage, right? Manage your finances, money, emotions, all of those things. Okay. Yeah, because things are going to start moving really fast here for you. Okay. And I feel like you're going to have to make some kind of quick decision. Yeah. With this Nine of Pentacles, it's your wishes coming true. hmm Emotional stability, luxury, things happening for you, and you being grateful, right? Because you were humble through all of this. You allowed Spirit, you allowed your God, your ancestors to guide you through this. Yeah. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you're a very grateful person. With this hermit card, you did a lot of soul searching, introspection. You took time alone. You meditated. And yeah, it could have hurt you because maybe this person looked like they were having a blast because they could have been with Tom, Dick, and Harry or Sally, Susie, and fucking Linda down the block, right? So they looked like they were having a blast, right? And because you were working on yourself, it felt like a fucking roller coaster ride, right? And I'm sure at times you were probably like, man, I just want to get off of this shit. Maybe healing ain't so fucking great. Yes, healing can be fucking painful, right? Because you got to dig up a lot of your past. But in the long run, the the rewards to taking the time to heal are much greater than what you think they're receiving right now. See, the devil hands you things quickly. The devil hands you things that look like they're wrapped in glitter and gold, right? And then guess what? The devil fucking snatches that shit away. Because whoever this person was, they didn't do the work. Okay? King of Pentacles. Whoever you are, male or female, it does not matter. I feel like you are going to be in this leadership energy, feeling very secure, being disciplined, right? But also more than enough that you'll be able to share with others. Yes. With the Six of Cups. Yeah. So people are going to want to come back around. Okay. You're going to be tested, wanting to reminisce with you. I definitely think it's this person. Let's I'm called to draw from the Streets Are Talking Oracle deck, okay? Yeah, betrayal. This is going to be somebody that betrayed you in the past, okay? And this may piss you off, okay, collective? But please keep your fucking sanity, okay? I see how this woman's like gripping the dresser here. The way spirit's showing that to me is like you're going to have to do a woosah, right? Yeah, this is somebody that wants pity here. It says, sometimes the memories sneak out of my eyes and roll down my cheeks. Oh, collective, I miss you. But look how he has no tears. But it says the memories sneak out of his eyes and roll down his cheeks. Ain't shit happening. Look, on the bottom of the deck, communication. This person still has addictions. Yeah. See, they want to be in control of you. The way spirit shows me this with the fingers on the heart, it's like they want to control your love, your emotions, like dipping it in and out of the water, right? Yeah. Look, I do not trust this, or I don't trust him or her when you're not around. There's people around this person that don't trust them. Okay? Yeah. It says, it's none of your business if I decide to date outside my race. You and this person could be two different races. Doesn't have to be, but that's for someone. And then I have bestie, know your worth. You deserve better. You definitely deserve better. And I feel like this is me telling you, okay? You deserve better. Maybe it won't work out, but maybe seeing if it does will be the best adventure ever. This is this person's energy. They're wanting to come back here in their emotions. That's why this is a water card, right? It's like wanting you to feel bad for them. They're out here all alone, collective. Aren't you going to help them? Why? Because you're so empathetic, and normally that's exactly what you do. But no, again, spirit wants you to use those tools that you've gained, right? This fucking knowledge that you've learned about these type of people that you were dealing with. Remembering the past. They want you to, it's like a fucking record on repeat, right? They want you to keep going back, keep going back. This person could have some health issues. Also, there could be a child, okay, or a pregnancy. Self-love. Spirit wants you to practice self-love. Okay. Hopefully this helped you guys. I am going to definitely draw from the Divine Goddess Oracle deck to give you guys an angel message. Strength, determination, perseverance, and self-discovery. Boundaries. What? Exactly, Spirit. Know when to put up and let down your walls, right? Those tools, creating boundaries, understanding when you see those red flags. Expansion. Pursue bigger and greater endeavors. Don't hold yourself back. That's what these people want. They want a destiny swap with you. Okay? They want you to humble yourself, make yourself small, right? So you don't be seen. No, expand. Spread your wings. Spirit, I love you. Spread your wings. Confidence that leads to freedom and growth. Ooh, hiccup. Self-limiting beliefs. Negative thoughts are creating roadblocks in your life. Get out of that fucking head of yours, collective. I promise you there's better. Okay? And you deserve better. Way better. Do you think God would send you down here? Okay? One of his people, someone that he created in his image, to put up with bullshit, to be lied to be abused, neglected? No, absolutely not. And that's the last of these I'm going to take because a bunch came out. So you have a new opportunity coming, insight gained from a new experience, job, or partner. Decisions. The need to gain clarity through decision making. You have to get on board with what you're going to do here. Energy activation. Connect to the divine through meditation and prayer. Get deep into your prayer and your meditation, collective. Because I just heard, God will always say to me, you're going to need me to where I'm guiding you to. So he wants you to form a connection with him. Okay? And passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. Amen. Thank you, Spirit. This was a beautiful read. I love this. Hopefully this resonated with somebody. If it did, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate you guys. Sorry. Hello, Priestess. Hi, Tanya. Yes. If you are interested in a personal reading, everything you need is inside my description box, guys. I do offer 30-minute readings for $20. I try to keep it very low because I know not everybody can afford a reading. I know a lot of readers charge way extra. um, I just don't feel the need to do that. God watches over me, so I just try to give back, is all I'm saying. I hope you guys have a great evening. I had a blast yesterday, so I've been being lazy all day today. I was exhausted. I was really tired because shoot, I'm 46 years old. I ain't no spring chicken no more. Um, and I had to do a lot of walking and standing and everything else yesterday. So I was a little tired today. But thank you all again for watching. I appreciate every one of you for all the love and support, and hitting those thumbs up because it means something for me. Also, it helps me to tap into your energy. So thank you very, very much. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.